The bout between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia might go differently than you are anticipating. In this video, I provide the keys to victory, and you've got to stay to the end to see an additional prediction I'm going to provide. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. Keys to victory, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Let's go. Come in, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when the videos drop. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to start off with Ryan Garcia. Key to victory number one. This one's going to sound obvious because he built himself with this on social media and certain challenges and things of that nature, but it's definitely going to be his speed. The speed's going to be important in this particular bout. Let's get into the clips right here, and you'll see it in full display and what he's able to get done. This was one of the better clips that I could find of him when he takes out Javier Fortuna with a shot that no one even really sees coming until you slow it down. Take a look at it here, and then I'll slow it down for you. The reason why this is going to be important, and I'll say this up front for Ryan Garcia, is I think the timing and the athleticism aspects of the bout, or those attributes, they lean towards Devin Haney. So you're going to have to lean, if you're Ryan Garcia, more on some of the natural and raw talent and ability that you have to carry the day. Because I think with Ryan Garcia, it's obvious that he is one of the fastest handed fighters in the sport today. And he's going to have to use that in a way that's intelligent, apply that in a way that allows him to have success, whether he's firing off his jab, which has got much better, the right hand still needs to be cleaned up, or throwing punches and bunches. We'll get into that a little bit later. But the speed for Ryan Garcia is going to have to be on full display. As a small aside for that, Devin Haney, after he's moved up to 140, I think has lost a touch of his speed. If you take a look at the Jorge Linares bout, he looked very fast in that fight. That's my favorite fight of Devin Haney's. And I think the Lomachenko fight, you could see it a little bit, even though that bout was at 35 and especially at 40, even against Regis Prograis. He looked a little slower than normally. It could be a tactical adjustment, I'm not sure. But I think the speed advantage is definitely there for Ryan Garcia. Key to victory number two is the easy transition, because the speed is what allows him to have his power. Ryan Garcia has very real power. If you take a look at the Oscar Duarte fight, right before he gets this stoppage, he's landing shots, sweeping shots, a variety of shots that don't land as clean as you would hope, like how AJ knocked out Francis Ngannou. But he's shown the ability to get power into spaces that are small and do damage and change perspective on certain bouts. If you take a look at the Fortuna fight, he was also a victim. He had to do the stanky leg a little bit himself. But the power coming from the speed of a Ryan Garcia is going to be something that Devin Haney is going to have to contend with seriously. And I don't want to get too far ahead, but Devin Haney, the power, I already know, has not traveled up to 140. You can at me. It's just not something that's there. And I have a good example of that I'll put in the back half of this video. But speed transitioning into power for Ryan Garcia are the first two keys to victory. Moving on to the third key to victory for Ryan Garcia, his ability to punch in combinations. Obviously, for any fighter, you want to be able to do that. You want to put the opposition in a position to defend multiple things at once and kind of overload them cognitively. But especially against a fighter who's very, very intelligent offensively, like Devin Haney, he gets on angles, he makes you commit where you shouldn't, and he makes you pay for those types of things. The combination punching is the second and the third and the fourth punch that you potentially don't see coming that can put damage on the opposition. And we already stated that Ryan Garcia has above average power. I want to take a look at this clip here, and we're going to show it in another segment down the road as well, of when Jorge Linares hurt Devin Haney. It's the most significant damage he's taken in a bout where he's been buzzed. That was a combination he was throwing. He caught Devin throwing in between punches and was able to land something significant. Buckled Devin Haney. He did recover, and he went on to win that bout unanimously. But that's most likely the opportunity that Ryan Garcia is going to have success against a Devin Haney. If you're just throwing jabs and right hands from too far outside, you're going to get countered and picked apart. It's not going to look good. Last but not least, for keys to victory for Ryan Garcia, this one's going to be obvious. You need to have sound, basic, and fundamental defense. Turning your back, shelling up crazy like you getting attacked by a crowbar. And there's many examples of this. We'll look at the Oscar Duarte fight, and I'll throw some clips in here from the Javier Fortuna bout as well, where he gets in positions where the opposition is applying pressure appropriately, and he doesn't seem to know what to do. I believe this will be his second or third bout with Derek James, so hopefully camp's going well, and that's something they can continue to address. Devin Haney, like I mentioned before, is a very, very talented offensive fighter, which means he can sharpshoot. So if you shell up, he's probably not swarming you. He's going to let that distance be what it is, find a pinpoint shot and throw something in there slick, maybe to the body, to put you in trouble. You have to be responsible defensively. Rely on the basics, the fundamentals, catching, parry, rolling, slipping, doing those types of things. Throw in a little bit of high guard, but no Philly shell, no turning your back, no shelling up. It's not a recipe for success. Those are the keys to victory for one Ryan Garcia. We're going to move over to Devin Haney. Key to victory number one for Devin Haney. This one is also pretty obvious, his jab. One of the best jabs. I did a whole video like 3 years ago about his jab. Probably one of the best jabs in the sport of boxing. Why? Is because it's really, really accurate, and he throws it variety. Up jab, swivel jab, just a deadly, lightning fast jab, just an accurate jab. Let's look at the Kambosos fight. He controlled Kambosos brutally with this jab for the first two bouts, and then it was on full display against Regis Prograis. Let's take a look at it here. Just the ability to just blind the opposition, make them guess, make them hesitate on the way in, and then find your offense thereafter. You know, something notable that I observed is they went away from the jab in the Lomachenko fight in favor of a sweeping right hand to the body. I think they should have stuck with the jab, would have made things much easier on them. Key to victory number two for one Devin Haney, it's going to be timing. Let's go back to the Jorge Linares bout, because not only was Devin fast, his ability to time Linares when he was getting more aggressive and make him pay was incredible. I used the Linares comparison, even though he's more polished than a Ryan Garcia. The speed and some of the power is there to be considered. So I think it's a good comp, so to speak. Going up against a fighter who's going to be really, really fast like Ryan Garcia, if you can't match that speed, you got to be like a Bud Crawford, who's not an overtly fast fighter, but he has ridiculous timing, skill, and ability. And if you make a mistake, he will indeed make you pay. Devin Haney is likely going to have some opportunities, while dangerous, to make Ryan Garcia pay, utilizing just beautiful timing and then landing shots that are significant in nature and put damage on Ryan Garcia. Key to victory number three for Devin Haney is footwork. Like I said before, shout out to Floyd. It's going to be the footwork, and the footwork from the perspective of defense, making sure that you're being responsible, closing the distance. As you exit, you leave on an angle. You don't leave your head on the line. And that you're setting yourself up offensively to be defensively sound, and then to redeploy offense once you can identify a mistake that Ryan Garcia has made. Take a look at the footwork here. I think this is significant for the Lomachenko fight, where it's a different style of fight. Lomachenko was putting on a lot of pressure, but Devin Haney demonstrates the ability to kind of maintain control of himself and put himself in a position to continue to be offensive while being defensively responsible. The footwork's going to be important for Devin Haney. I have no qualms with his footwork. It's just something that Ryan Garcia's speed and power do present unique problems. Footwork's going to be a key to victory for Devin Haney. If he executes at a high level, I don't want to get too ahead of myself from that perspective, but this is a big deal for this particular bout. Last but not least, key to victory number 4 for Devin Haney is the body work with caution. The Lomachenko bout was won by Devin because he was able to invest to the body very, very well. That was a plan of attack. He was much bigger than Lomachenko. Let's take a look at some of the shots here. And he was able to make Lomachenko hesitant and then put himself in a position, that being Lomachenko, where he had to do a lot of work thereafter to be successful and make the bout even close. The body work is going to be crucial in this fight, because I question if Ryan Garcia gets into it for real, can he stand up to it? What's the prime example that we have of what it looks like if you can catch him to the body? That being Ryan Garcia. Gervonta Tank Davis, take a look at the clip here. Gets hit with the body shot, goes down, stays down, and people said he quit. And I'm not one to call a professional prize fighter these guys that get in the squared circle to make this happen. I would never disrespect and call them a quitter. But if he can be exploited in such a way, and Devin Haney's a beautiful body puncher, you got to take advantage of that. The caveat is with caution. If you get caught slipping with a left hook or something crazy that come in that you don't see as you level change to get to that body shot, it could spell disaster. Go to the body often. Use a jab to the body. You have one of those. Just be cautious. Good hand discipline. When you close, get behind the shoulder and grab that ear, and be responsible when you on the exit out. Go where you throw. Those are the keys to victory. My final prediction, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia will put Devin Haney in trouble in this fight. That will happen. Devin Haney is a better fighter. He will figure out a way to get this done. Unanimous decision after getting off the deck or experiencing some adversity. That's my prediction for this bout. Now, I said I was going to give it an additional prediction. I'm giving this breakdown based on both fighters being whole and healthy. We know that Ryan Garcia has a lot of stuff going on, and these things can affect you going into the ring. See Errol Spence. He got his ass whooped by Bud Crawford. We understand that. But all the decisions that you make leading up to a bout of this magnitude, they mean something. It's a part of the outcome, the eventual outcome of said fight. Ryan Garcia has a lot going on in the background, and there's an opportunity or a possibility that this could affect the outcome of this bout. If it looks as bad as it does, and in my opinion, it does look bad, and Devin Haney's out here putting in a crazy amount of work, and Ryan Garcia shows up, and it's obvious that, you know, he hasn't been doing the right things, you could see Devin inside of 5 stopping Ryan Garcia. The one opportunity I see for Ryan Garcia to win this bout is combination punching, a 1-2-3, similar to Javier Fortuna. Let's look at the clip here, and stopping him coming in from that perspective. I think he needs to be balanced in his approach. But if everybody's whole and healthy, like I mentioned before, I have Devin Haney winning this bout unanimously after going through some adversity. If Ryan Garcia really is out here wilding like he looks like he's wilding, then I can see him getting stopped inside of 5 from a guy whose power doesn't really carry like that. And I want to show you one thing, and this is why I brought this up. If you take a look at these clips here of Regis Prograis and Devin Haney drops Regis Prograis. He throws several vicious combinations on Prograis after he drops him with the intent of hurting him and stopping him, and to no avail. Now, Regis Prograis is a man's man, so we get that. But I want to highlight the fact that even when Devin Haney's really setting down his punches, setting his butt down, setting his feet, and throwing with mean intentions, he's not the kind of guy with the kind of power to get you out of there. But if Ryan Garcia look as crazy he look on the internet and he wilding out and not taking camp serious, and I'm not there, but it just looks a certain way based on the observation, Devin Haney could get him out of here inside of 5 if that's the case. Everyone holding healthy. I have Devin Haney by unanimous decision, going through a bit of adversity, but figuring out a way to get it done. Let me know what you guys are thinking. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. We out.